Then, once we've identified and evaluated, and through the tagging and the intake process, what needs need to be met, are they educational? Are they job placement, job training? Are they housing issues? Are there whatever the issue is? Then we have other resources that we have attained over our 20 years of experience in doing community outreach. And then we will match your individual, the tagged individual that's being protected, to the other organization or the other resource in our network of this safe sanctuary and safe haven that we're creating for them. All right? So we do the intake and then we match you with the resource. That's what we do. Not only do we do that, we also monitor our individuals that are tagged. Meaning, if one of the individuals that are tagged on our endangered species list ends up on the news, like what's happening all across the country with John Crawford, with Eric Garner, with Mike Brown, with Amadou Diallo, with Sean Bell, with Trayvon Martin. Once again, the only thing that code, capitalizing on dehumanization economically, understands is financial pressure. That's the only thing. When the Trayvon Martin incident happened and George Zimmerman, with the George Zimmerman mindset that is the root cause of code, Michelle Alexander brilliantly identified the core issue that we're seeing in our country. It's a George Zimmerman mindset that is the root cause of code. When George Zimmerman, using the George Zimmerman mindset, used the stand your ground defense, he's told the police, I was standing my ground. And the police said that that was the reason. The police chief, the Sanford police chief, said when George Zimmerman used the stand your ground defense, he could not take him to jail, and he did not take him to jail. So, what happened? When the Color of Change organizations, I take my hat off to the Color of Change. We acknowledge the Color of Change organization. When they saw what was happening in Sanford, Florida, and when they linked the Stand Your Ground law to ALEC. ALEC is an organization which most of you don't know about, but you need to get to know about it. ALEC is an organization, it's just an acronym. A-L-E-C, ALEC. Google it. It's a group of corporations, politicians, sad to say, I'm not going to go there. It's a group, it's a body that collectively comes together and they write legislation. They write legislation, and they wrote the legislation for the Stand Your Ground law. ALEC did. And then you have all of these corporations and all of these political entities, corporations that you go in and support with your dollar every day. Same corporations that Trayvon Martin's family shop at every single day were the same corporations that wrote the law, the Stand Your Ground law. And ALEC put together all of their proposals, and they go to our Congress, and they get our congressmen and our senators to vote the bills that they write for these corporations. I'm focusing on the corporation because we're talking about capitalizing on the dehumanization economically. So I'm focusing on corporations, yes, because you're profiting off dehumanization. So Color of Change realized what I just explained to you guys, and they blew the whistle on all of these corporations that participated in ALEC, that put thousands, I'm talking about tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to just be incorporated into this group. I won't name any names, but corporations that you support are writing laws that affect your everyday life. So how do you fight back? You fight back with the only weapon that you have available to you. It's the Recycle Humanity program. Because what Color of Change did was they started a grassroots effort to boycott those corporations that are sitting members of ALEC who had wrote the Stand Your Ground law.